Good morning. You may have your seat. Thank you. Hallelujah. Good morning. Good morning. It's a new dawn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What a wonderful blessing. Give thanks to God. Give thanks to Him. So let's take the book of James. The first book of James, chapter 1. And let's look at verse 2 to 4 there. New Testament, trial and temptations. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trial of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. This is verse 4 now. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. When you also take your time to look at the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 7, and the book of Job, 23, verse 10. Hallelujah. This means that what you are going through as a Christian, just name them, are tests to mature you. Are tests to do what? They say poverty, hardship, sickness, disease. As a Christian, Christian can be sick and yet be what? You say because you're a Christian, no sickness. No. In that book of James, and 2 Corinthians 12, verse 7, and Job 23:10, trial, name, poverty, hardship, setback, stagnation, are tests to mature you. In your establishment, every year you want to be promoted, you need to sit for a test. You have to sit for a test. When you pass, they promote you. In your school day, the same way. They are made to shake your faith, not him out. That sickness, that disease, that hardship, whatever you call it, are meant to shake your faith, not him out. Sin is lay highs where there is no heat of trial. Sin is lay what? Highs where there is no heat of trial. What is your trial? What is your trial? The trial can be sickness. The trial can be poverty, hardship. Sin is lay highs where there is no heat of trial. Don't try to escape them because they are meant to mature you. Many of us, before coming here, what happened to you concerning the situation you brought here today. You have been to witch doctor, a lot of things we might have done. The solution God gives is not as the world gives. What many of us were supposed to go through is what we are going through now. Because you had someone there to help you. If all this help is not sanctioned by God, it cannot help you. Your brother that have billion of naira, they can give you billion. But if that billion is not sanctioned by God, you are receiving billion trouble. Will of your family, they will billions of property to your care. If those will are not sanctioned by God, you are receiving billion trouble. You keep asking yourself, wow, this is so much on me. I've received loan from bank, a lot of loan from finance bank, but yet, see what has happened to you. But if all these are not sanctioned by God, it cannot help you. Why all this? When we are going through trials, such as poverty, hardship, stagnation, whatever you call it, they may be painful, but they serve the purpose of cleansing. You know what I mean by cleansing? To separate impurity, and the gold must pass through what? Furnace. See me here. This is what I'm going through. And great. You know what you have said about me in the past, and what you have done in the past. Over my dead body, will I come to synagogue? You are welcome. They may be painful. That trial you are going through, the sickness, disease, or whatever, I don't know. It may be very, very painful, no doubt about that. But they serve the purpose of cleansing as a Christian. Tell your neighbor, should we always receive good and not bad? Tell your neighbor again. I can hear you. Job said to his wife, should we always receive good and not bad? I'm working with the law, both good and bad time. This is why we have day and night. Something must, but you have regarded all this as enemy. After this message, I believe you'll be bold enough to face your challenges with joy and hope. While going through your challenges, honor God before men. What happened? You start wearing rag. So what we are saying, while going through your trial, whatever kind of trial, poverty, hardship, whatever, honor God before men. You know what I mean? You know, when we are going through our trial, there's trouble. Madam, what happened? That is not honor to God. You are telling men that God is not able. It's time to smile, to laugh. How are you? Fine. Because you know God is there. He's able. Tell your neighbor, while going through your trial, honor God before men. People will begin to ask you. Your landlord will begin to ask you. Your neighbor will begin to ask you. Even your children will be worried. Mommy, what's wrong? My vehicle need overhauling. I will not be able to go to church today. Why going through your trial, honor God before men? What's wrong? Imagine you are fasting. Fasting is not time to moody. It's time of joy. I want to leave you with this word. While going through your trial, tell your neighbor, honor who? Before who? Before men. It's not the time men will ask you what is wrong. What has happened to you? What's happened, brother? What can I do for you? Because our trial are meant to shake our faith, nothing more. Tell your neighbor again, my trial are meant to shake my faith, nothing more. I can hear you. Honor God before men. Thank you. What message are you taking home?
Our trials and tests are meant to mature me.
You are not mature?
I'm going to be mature.
Does it mean you are not mature?
Spiritually.
What of you, brother?
Honor God
Honor God for what?
before men.
Well, you have to honor God before men while going through your trial, whatever trial, because our trial, like I have said, for a purpose, cleansing, to clean you. So we Christians, you should know this. Some people wear a message that says, no, this, no, that, everything, prosperity, everywhere, everything is good. No, you should be ready. When it comes, you should be ready to honor God before men. It's not the time to look sad or complaining, murmuring, lamenting. So when you see people lamenting, complaining in your community and it's a Christian, you should know this is not a Christian. So you have to honor God before men because our God is able. Hallelujah.